Here it is, the world's largest tractor. A machine so powerful, it crushes everything in its path. Only one was ever built, and it's still running today. Today, we're diving into the story of the Big Bud 16V-747. Why would someone buy it? Why wouldn't they? And does any farmer really need a monster like this? Let's fire up the engine and get started. The Big Bud 16V-747 was built in 1977 in Montana by Northern Manufacturing. This tractor is about 3 times the size of a standard farm tractor. It has a 16-cylinder, twin-turbocharged diesel engine. It boasts a massive 24.1-liter displacement and produces a whopping 900 horsepower. Yes, you heard that right. 900 horsepower. The tractor is about 8 meters, 26 feet, long, 4.2 meters, 13.8 feet, tall, and weighs a massive 45 tons. Even its tires are 2 meters, 6.6 feet, in diameter. It feels like you're dragging an entire building behind you. But Big Bud isn't just impressive because of its size. It's built for a specific purpose. It was specially designed to quickly work the massive farmlands of Montana. In fact, it was made to pull 80-foot, 24-meter wide plows, something even most modern tractors can't handle today. Big Bud can reach a top speed of about 13 miles per hour. That might sound slow, but in farming, speed isn't the goal. Torque and power are. And when it comes to strength, Big Bud has no rival. Now, let's ask, why would someone buy it? First, efficiency. You can work massive fields in a fraction of the time. Jobs that would normally take 3 or 4 tractors' days to complete, you could do alone with Big Bud. Second, durability. Big Bud has been working for over 40 years. While its engine has been overhauled a few times, the main structure is still incredibly solid. Third, iconic status. Owning a Big Bud isn't just about having a tractor. It's about owning a legendary piece of farming history. Fourth, collector's value. Collectors today are willing to pay millions of dollars for machines like Big Bud. Fifth, prestige. If you have a giant like Big Bud working on your land, it's sure to turn heads. But what about the downsides? Why wouldn't you buy it? The first major reason, fuel consumption. At full throttle, Big Bud burns about 60 liters, roughly 16 gallons of diesel per hour. That means, during a long workday, you could burn through hundreds of liters of fuel. Second, maintenance challenges. Big Bud's parts aren't standard. Since it was a one-off production, finding replacement parts can be extremely difficult and expensive. Third, transportation issues. Big Bud can't just travel on regular roads. You need special equipment to move it, and in some states, you even need special permits for something this big. Fourth, size. If you run a small or medium-sized farm, Big Bud would be a completely unnecessary investment. It's nearly impossible to maneuver in smaller fields. Finally, limited usability. Modern tractors today are lighter, faster, and more fuel-efficient. New agricultural technologies offer smarter and more economical solutions. For most farmers today, a giant like Big Bud just isn't practical. Now, let's do a quick comparison. One of the most powerful modern tractors, the John Deere 9RX640, produces about 640 horsepower. But it's lighter, more high-tech, and consumes less fuel. Big Bud, on the other hand, is purely a beast of brute strength. In many ways, modern technology has surpassed this legend. But when Big Bud hits the field, everything else fades away. The roar of its engine alone will send shivers down your spine. That deep, rumbling sound tells you exactly what real power feels like. Today, Big Bud is displayed at a museum in Montana, but it's still occasionally used in farm work. And people travel miles just to see this giant in person. Let's wrap it up this way. If you have thousands of acres to farm, and fuel costs don't scare you, Big Bud could be the perfect tool for you. But if you run a small or medium-sized operation, it would simply be an extravagant luxury. In the end, everything depends on your needs and your vision. Big Bud is a true legend of the farming world, and even today, it reminds us, sometimes raw power isn't enough. You also need to be smart. I hope in this video we were able to explore both the magic and reality of Big Bud together. If you'd like to dive into more iconic tractors with me, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think giants like Big Bud are still necessary? Or is modern technology taking over? See you in the next video. May the power of the land be with you.